Hi, Manskin. So, three animal muscle tissues we have learnt. Now, coming to the fourth type, that is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is made up of nerve cell. Nervous tissue is made up of nerve cell, and it is also called neuron. It is also called neuron, and these are there in millions in our body, and they are connected to brain and spinal cord. They are connected to brain and spinal cord. Again, this also let us learn with the help of a diagram. Let us see the diagram first. The nerve cell has three important parts. They are cell body, which extends into a long axon, ends in nerve terminal, and these dendrites which connect to the other nerves, and you have nucleus, single nucleus, and then it is filled with Nissl granules. It is filled with Nissl granules. Now, this is called cell body. This is called axon. Turn to page number what is this page number? 36. Page number 36. Axon, and this is called nerve terminal. Right. Now, let us, these are the parts of a nerve cell. That's all. Now, what we need to understand is, further, these are dendrites. These dots are Nissl granules, and this is nucleus, and some of the nerve cells have an outer covering on the axon like this. When you are drawing the outer covering on the axon, see how I am trying to draw thin ones with little gaps covering the, okay. Now, this is called myelin sheath. Myelin sheath. And this is made up of Schwann cells. This is made up of Schwann cells. Schwann cells. Schwann cells are made up of lipids. That's why it looks white in color. Schwann cells are made up of lipids. That's why it looks white in color. And Nissl granules look dark in color. Nissl granules look dark in color, and the myelin sheath looks white in color. Or you can say gray and this white. That means our nerve cell looks, at cell body it looks gray in color, and axon it looks white in color. If myelin sheath is present, we call this as myelinated neuron. Myelinated neuron. Otherwise, it is non-myelinated neuron. If myelin sheath is there, it is called myelinated neuron. If myelin sheath is absent, we call it as non-myelinated neuron. Right. And now, the gaps between these, myelin sheath are called, these gaps you can notice, no children, nodes of Ranvier. Nodes of Ranvier. In leaves and all where they arise, we call nodes and internodes. No, like that. You remember, this is a node. The gap between the myelin sheath on axon is called nodes of Ranvier. Now, this is how nerve cell looks like. Now, did you notice, when compared to all the remaining cells that we have learnt till now, this is the longest. So, it is longest cell. This is a longest cell, first important thing, and then it is also called nerve cell or neuron. And most important point about this is, once it dies, it will not be okay, once it is damaged, it cannot be repaired. No repair. Once it dies, no other cell is produced and fills that gap. That's why if in an accident or any major disaster, if a person is losing or have damaged the nerves, that particular part will be forever paralyzed, because nerves do not have regenerating capacity. No repair, no regenerating capacity, no regenerating capacity. That means once dead is always dead. That is how the nerve cells are. And the cell body looks grey in color, the axon looks white in color. Cell body looks grey in color because of the presence of Nissl granules, and axon looks white in color because of the presence of Schwann cells, which are present on myelinated sheet. Now, how will the nerves are for carrying messages. Nerves are for carrying messages. Like from brain to body parts, they are called motor nerves. Brain to body parts, we call them as motor nerves, because they make them to move. Okay, and body parts or the sense organs to brain we call as sensory nerves. They sense and send the signals to brain, and brain will analyze it and sends information back, so that the body has to move or not, talk or not, hear or not, like that, a taste or not, touch or not, that kind of information the brain passes on to body parts through motor nerves. And body parts body parts means what? All our sense organs. What are those 5 sense organs? Skin is there on all our body parts, right? And then eyes to see, ears to hear, nose to smell, tongue to taste. All these sense organs, they take in the information and send to the brain through sensory nerves. Okay, and then another important thing about the nerves are that millions of nerves are there. Oh, I already told you, no regenerating capacity. Once they are dead, they are forever dead. So this is all about the nerve cell. Is there anything else that we skipped out? Let us see. Myelin sheath, nucleus, cell body, dendrites. Okay, cytoplasm. I forgot to tell that every cell has cytoplasm, children. That is important. Every cell has cytoplasm. And right, so with this we understand nervous tissue. No other many types of nerves are not there. Of course they are there. They are cranial nerves, spinal nerves, like that, but their structure doesn't differ. When structure differs and their functions differ, then we need to discuss about the various types, like muscle tissue, connective tissue, like that we have to discuss. But here all the nerve cells look alike. Almost all of them look alike, and they have this kind of what is their function is only to carry messages, and in the form of electrical impulses. Electrical impulses means chemical impulses. They take the information and it is passed on to brain through chemical or electrical impulse. And if you ever notice, by any chance, by mistake, suddenly something hits you here, you will get a kind of jerky feeling, electrified feeling. That is because in this particular place there is no protection for that particular nerve, ulna. So this all we will learn in our next lessons. But for now, let us understand that we have learnt 4 types of animal tissue: epithelial, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. now children, I want you all to read the lesson, understand everything, and then try to what is it here, see, diagrams are there. I want you to practice the diagrams and try to work out some of the questions which are given at the back of your textbook. Actually this is easy. Now next lesson is about plasma membrane. This is completely activity based lesson, but most of the things you can easily understand because that is what we usually do at home regularly, and there are certain things which you can do at home and check also. So let us follow read the lesson, particularly these 3 lessons. Now we have completed 3 lessons about cell, plant tissues and animal tissues. I want you to read all the 3 lessons and then be prepared to start learning the 4th lesson. I hope you enjoyed this class children. Bye. Take care.